United States Department of the Interior is an executive department of the U.S. federal government responsible for the management and conservation of most federal lands and natural resources. It also administers programs relating to Native Americans, Alaska Natives, Native Hawaiians, territorial affairs, and insular areas of the United States, as well as programs related to historic preservation. About 75% of federal public land is managed by the department, with most of the remainder managed by the Department of Agriculture's Forest Service. The department was created on March 3, 1849. It is headquartered at the main Interior Building, located at 1849 C Street, NW, in Washington, D.C. The department is headed by the Secretary of the Interior, who reports directly to the President of the United States and is a member of the President's Cabinet. The current Interior Secretary is Doug Burgum, who was sworn in on February 1, 2025. As of mid-Minus 2004, the department managed 507 million acres of surface land, or about 1/5 of the land in the United States. It manages 476 dams and 348 reservoirs through the Bureau of Reclamation, 433 national parks, monuments, historical sites, etc. through the National Park Service, and 544 national wildlife refuges through the Fish and Wildlife Service. The largest land management agency is the Bureau of Land Management, managing about 1/8 of the land in the United States. Despite its name, the Department of the Interior has a different role from that of the interior ministries of other nations, which are usually responsible for police matters and internal security. In the United States, national security and immigration functions are performed by the Department of Homeland Security primarily and the Department of Justice secondarily. The Department of the Interior has often been humorously called the Department of Everything Else because of its broad range of responsibilities. A department for domestic concern was first considered by the first United States Congress in 1789, but those duties were placed in the Department of State. The idea of a separate domestic department continued to percolate for a half-century and was supported by presidents from James Madison to James Polk. The 1840–648 Mexican-American War gave the proposal new steam as the responsibilities of the federal government grew. Polk's Secretary of the Treasury, Robert J. Walker, became a vocal champion of creating the new department. In 1849, Walker stated in his annual report that several federal offices were placed in departments with which they had little to do. He noted that the United States General Land Office had little to do with the Treasury, and also highlighted the Indian Affairs Office, part of the Department of War, and the Patent Office, part of the Department of State. Walker argued that these and other bureaus should be brought together in a new Department of the Interior.